Hello everyone. We're gonna do a yoga class now which will be quite demanding physically. We're gonna move a lot. We're gonna build up some stamina and strength with this, and we will finish it with some back bending, some hard chest openers. So a kind of a general class in 60 minutes that will keep you tuned up and energized for the whole day. So let's start today. Chris is gonna be the practitioner. I'm going to lead the class. So close your eyes and stay nice and straight in front of your mat. And take nice deep breaths. Center yourself with the awareness to your feet. Root yourself nice and down, and also you can ask yourself, what do you want to achieve today in this class? What do you want to achieve today in your life? And the energy you will be generating for this class, you can maybe use that to achieve whatever you want, because everything is possible if you have the energy and if you are healthy in your body and in your mind. And that's the reason why we practice yoga. So Chris, please open your eyes. And then you're going to stretch your hands forward and take a nice deep breath in. And then you're going to exhale. You're going to bring your hands forward and down. And again, you breathe in, you extend, lifting up, lifting the chest up, pull the stomach in, and then you exhale, bring the hands down. And then one more time, inhale here. And you stay here in Tadasana, so you always have a bit of an awareness here, and you lengthen the spine up, your shoulders go up, and then you bring the shoulder blades down. So it's like you bring shoulders first up, and then the shoulder blades down, and you extend yourself long. So you connect your feet to your hands, and you find the lengthening of that. Again, then you start to focus on the breath, you start to activate, and you lift a bit the pubic bone up a little bit, so the lumbar spine is a bit elongated and there's more strength here. And then from here you bend the knees and you come halfway forward. So you're extending the spine and you breathe. Always you're lengthening the neck, beautiful, and then you push the buttocks down. I'm going to do 3 times this. So we're going to inhale, lift up, stretch our knees. And then exhale, bend the knees and come forward with the flat spine. And then when the lungs are empty, you slowly go up. So you can practice yoga fast and slow. It just has a different effect on your body. Not a better, not a worse, just a different one. So one last time, Christian. Inhaling. And then exhaling, bring the hands down flat to Uttanasana, forward bend. Again, here, just feel the spine first, lengthening the spine a little bit more. And then exhale, going down again. And you can do this 3 times. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. You can lift the hands up a little bit. Beautiful. And then exhale, you go back down. If you're a bit tight in your hamstrings, inhale, you can always bend the knee. And then exhale, go down again. And then step back to downward facing dog. So you step about 1 meter or 3 feet. And again here, you extend the spine now. Again, Christian is a quite advanced yogi. He's quite flexible, strong in his practice. So easy to see here, but try to move the spine. So if you have problems, you can bend the knees a little bit. Problems meaning if you can't extend the spine, but when you're at home, you won't be able to see that except you have a video going on and you have your smartphone in between your hands, which I wouldn't recommend doing because you want to get away at least from 1 hour away from your smartphone, and that you connect not only with the electronics, but you connect with your body. So again here, stretch the knees more, lift your heels up, inhale, and then exhale, bring your heels down. Inhale, lift your heels up. Nice. Exhale, bring your heels down. This is a beautiful movement. Then inhale, lift your heels up. Bend the knees a bit. And then look between your hands and then jump forward. Inhale, extend the spine forward. Exhale, coming down again. Stretching down. Then inhale, reach with your hands to the sides and nice and up, pulling the stomach in, bringing your hands together, looking up, but more from the chest, and bring your hands back to the sides of your body. Then we're going to start with the sun salutation, breathing in, reach up. Breathing out, bringing your hands forward. If you can't touch the floor, bend the knees. Now inhale, look forward, and then jump into chaturanga. Inhale, reach forward and up, upward facing dog. You roll the feet, shoulders back, chest lifting up, and then exhaling, rolling both feet back, down. And here we take a couple of breaths. Some people roll the feet first one foot and then the other foot. Try what he just did before. Try to do both feet at the same time. So after an exhalation here, you look between your hands, bend the knees a bit. The more you need to bend, and then you jump forward from the stomach. You inhale, you extend the spine forward, chest lifting, exhale, coming down. Then inhale, reaching up with your hands nice and strong, pushing the feet down into the floor, looking up from the chest. Exhale, hands to the sides of your body. Then second, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down. Breathing in, looking forward. Holding here, bend the knees if necessary, and jumping to chaturanga, which is the low push-up. Nice. And then inhale, roll forward. And then exhale, roll back both feet at the same time. And again, extending. This is a great warm-up. Sun salutations, if your body is fine, otherwise you have to check. Some people get some lower back pain from jumping back, then you have to adapt it or talk to your yoga teacher, and hopefully they have an idea of anatomy and injuries. And then you can set a different way of practicing because it should fit your body. It should make you feel good and not worse. Exhale, Chris. And then jump forward, nice. Inhale, extend the spine forward. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reach up with your hands. Looking up from the chest, pressing the hands together. Bring your hands to the sides, nice and long. Always stretching the shoulders at the same time. Let's do one more because it's so much fun. Inhale, reaching up a little bit faster. Exhale, coming down. You can also vary speeds. Inhale, go forward. And exhale, jump back. So you go fast, you will warm up a bit more. Inhale, reaching back with your head. And exhale, rolling back to downward facing dog. Extending the spine and breathing nice and deep. So we're going to, from here, do some variations. So he's going to lift his left leg up to the sky. Push the hands both the same way. Bring the knee to the chest, foot between the hands. Inhale, he's going to reach up to the sky. Look up a little bit, chest opener. Exhale, come back to high push-up. Then chaturanga, so low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra position. Exhale, roll both feet at the same time, Christian. Yes. And then lifting the right foot up to the sky. Again, reconnecting first before he puts the knee to the chest, and then bring the knee to the chest, foot between the hands. Inhale, come back to lounge pose. Then exhale, bringing the hands back. Chaturanga Dandasana. A little bit faster, Christian. Inhale. And roll both feet at the same time. Exhale, stretching the spine. Then lift the left leg up to the sky. Open the hip more and extend and as high as you can with the foot. Breathe. Now push both hands same way. Bring the knee to the chest, foot between the hands. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bringing your hands back down to the floor. Come to high push-up here. Stay in high push-up. Now again, lift between your shoulder blades, bring your shoulders back, lift even big your buttocks up, press your heels back, pull the stomach nice and in. Now it's exhaling in 5, you go down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You stay here and then you inhale, you roll up to upward facing dog. Exhale, you roll both feet at the same time back, extend the spine, and then lifting your right foot up to the sky. Opening the hip now here and enjoying this twist, pushing the hip And the foot as high as you can, pressuring your hands like a handstand. Beautiful, nice, feeling the energizing of the whole body and breathing it nice and deep through your body. You keep breathing. The breath will really energize it, will create the change in your muscles, the change in your nervous system, and the change in your well-being. Now bring the knee to the chest, foot between the hands. Inhale, reaching up again. Lounge pose. And then exhale, come back to high push-up. Then from here, chaturanga, slowly, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then he's going to do the same upward facing dog here. And then he's going to go back to chaturanga. So he just bends the elbows. And then he's going to go to high push-up here. Boom. So you need a lot of strength to do this. This is tough stuff. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Then left leg goes up to the sky, bending the knee, opening the hip. Press the left hand more and breathe. Nice and deep breath. Knee to the chest, foot between the hands. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, right elbow, left knee, and you twist and you place your left hand on top. Nice. And then from here, you're pushing that hand down so the chest opens up. So you want to open here and connect with the back legs. It's a beautiful twist, strengthening the side of your body. On the left side, your oblique muscles. The chest is open. Chris is finally sweating a little bit. It means it's getting hotter in here, and we're having a lot of fun, I hope. Then we take a deep breath in. We go up to lounge pose. Then we exhale, we go back down to high push-up. And then chaturanga. So we stay in chaturanga if we can. So elbows in. Many people don't put the elbows in. For this you need the triceps. And then inhale, upward facing dog. So whoop. Less with the neck, more with the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. And then you lift the right leg up to the sky, bending the knee, opening the chest, pressing the left hand, the right hand, creating space in the shoulders, this beautiful twist side of your body, knee to the chest, place the foot gently down with full awareness. Nice. Then inhale, reach up. And then exhale, left elbow goes around to the right knee, so you're twisting. You push the right hand, so you can see here in the spine, you want to open up. It's all about opening up the body and lengthening the body. All the poses in yoga, lengthening and opening. That's the thing. And again, here you breathe. Now the transition is hard because from here he's going to go up to lounge pose again. And you need a lot of strength in your core to do this. Exhale, you bring your hands down. You come to high push-up. You chaturanga yourself down. You inhale, upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. And now here we could stay a minute or two to calm down everything, or we can just continue with the flow so more heat will come to the body. You will burn more toxins maybe, and maybe you will lose some body fat. Maybe not. I mean, he doesn't need to do that. It just needs to be happy. And so lift the left leg up to the sky. Swing the foot between your hands. Far forward now, a bit more. Put the right foot sideways and come to Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. And again here, nice, beautiful. So what you try to look in Warrior 2, and we can see it very well from the camera, and he's doing it as Iyengar would do it, as the big master of alignment yogi that's ever been around for the last century, is that his femur bone is parallel. And this you rarely see, so that's what you want to look for. You want to press the knee out, and then he's going to recline to Warrior 2, reclining. With the right hand, he's going to go back. This is a more modern variation, but it's very nice because now he's going to put more weight here, and he's going to open the chest. And he's going to create nice and space in the rib cage. I feel like Jamie Oliver of the yoga world right now. Then exhale, bring the left hand inside the foot. Right hand goes up. And we are going to open up here. Open the chest. Beautiful. Again, rolling that hip out, Parshvakonasana variation. We're going to inhale back to warrior. Now by then your legs are nice and warm. And then exhale, come to high push-up. And then we're going to chaturanga ourselves down. If you do it very slow, you'll build up a tremendous strength. And then inhale, upward facing dog. You do it fast, you will create stamina. And exhale, you roll back. And then you lift the right foot up. Bend the knee a bit. Again, extend, relax your neck. Just let go of your head. Then place the knee to the chest, foot between your hands, nice and forward, quite forward, and you come to warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Now you can see him from the front. You actually pull a bit the stomach in, you lift the chest up, you bring the shoulders away, you extend the hands away, and you press both feet kind of equally down. And then with time, you start to go further down, and that's when the challenge happens. This will create strong legs, nice deep breath, abdomen in, roll the thighs out. Beautiful pose. Nice pose. And you can also roll the shoulders back and tighten the triceps, and then you can hold the pose much longer if you tighten the triceps up and you create space here. Now reclined warrior two. Right hand goes over the head, opening the rib cage, and then breathing it here, creating nice space, and then you press the knee to the outside. And keep breathing deeper, Chris, nice and deep, with equanimity inside. That means being at ease with yourself. Right hand goes to the inside of the right foot for Parshvakonasana. Now here he will press the hand down and open more the chest. And then roll the hip back, pressing the outer edge away. And then breathing it and being aware of your breath and your body all the time. And then inhale, come back to high push out to warrior two. Then exhale, come back with both hands, high push up, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. And let's let you or Christian for a moment sink into the spine and move the spine. Again, shoulders are rolled out a bit. You can also roll them in sometimes and roll them out. You can do this a couple of times, a beautiful thing to do. And then we're going to put the right foot sideways and the left foot between the hands for Trikonasana, the triangle pose. You keep your left hand down. Yeah. And then you lift up. Now there's many ways most of you want to be able to put the hand on the floor. So put your hand on the shin bone, but open the chest a little bit more. Now from here we're going to go to half moon pose. So he's going to look down, bend the standing leg, put the fingertips, make sure they're not in one line, the hands, but a bit more to the side, and then you're opening the chest here. And the more you push down with the foot, the more it will lift up the hips. So always pushing down will create this lengthening I was talking about. Bring your right hand down, square the hips. Keep the breath nice and even. Now extend the spine forward. Keep your fingertips there. Beautiful. Put the right hip further down. Then place the ball of your foot on the mat. Bend the standing leg. And then come to lounge pose. There you go. Keep the breath nice and even. Sinking down more with the hips. Always go to the maximum stretch. Exhale, come to high push-up. Then from high push-up, he's going to put his right hand in the middle of the mat. He's going to turn the body to the to the right side, and then lift his left hand up. Variation number 1, Vashisht Asana. Easy, very good for your shoulders, strength here. Variation number 2, you can grab the big toe lock. So you bend the knee, grab the big toe lock, and then you extend up and you open the chest and you push the heel up. So the more you push with the right foot down and the right hand down, the more you will lift up. So I'm helping him a bit. Then you release that, come to high push-up, nice and elegant if you can, downward facing dog. Stretching the spine. Take a couple of breaths here to chill, to relax for a moment, to feel the body. You're pushing the knees back. Then you place your left foot sideways, right foot forward. Come to Trikonasana, triangle pose. Again, Chris, bring your hand higher to the shin bone. There you go. Every small detail changes everything in the whole of the body. So it's good to know people that know a bit of anatomy of yoga and asana, how to do the poses, to readapt that. What is it that you really need? Then you look down to the floor, you bend the standing leg, and you come to half moon pose. So here you see it from the front. Again, the more you push down here, the more the hip goes up. Great for strength in the leg. You need oblique strength. You need chest opener. It's a stretch and a strength. And you dorsiflex the foot. And you breathe and you elongate the spine. And then exhale, bring the left hand down. Square the hips. Now lift forward and look forward. Beautiful. Keep it up like that. Again, you need abdominal strength to do that. This will strengthen also your lower back. And then bending the standing leg, placing the ball of your foot down. And then inhale, come to lounge pose. Again, sinking down. Exhale, bringing your hands down to high push-up. Bringing the left hand to the center of the mat. Right hand goes up, Vasishthasana. Here you see it from the back side. So you're always pushing the hip up. And the more you push down here, the better. Then you can bend the knee if you want to go more intense and grab the big toe lock. So first you grab here. Now keep pushing the hips up, Chris. And then you open up. Very challenging pose, but nice. If you have the flexibility, the strength comes easy, but the flexibility takes a bit longer. Then you release, you go to high push-up, and you chaturanga yourself down to the floor, and you relax the body down for a moment. Just relax. Because now we're nicely about 25 minutes into the class. It's good to, let it sink down for a moment till we continue. But this sinking down doesn't take long because then the mind starts to come and boop, 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 and that's when you have to do it again. So you're going to stretch your hands forward, Chris. We're going to do something called Shalabhasana. Now, most people look forward, but I'd rather have you look down and lift your hands higher up and extend the arms more and more forward and your hands more and more forward. This is the challenging part, and then you can lift the feet higher up in the back. Amazing workout for the back. Nearly everyone can do this, from a 3-year-old to a 90-year-old human being. This is great for the whole back muscle, the gluteus muscles, and also your leg muscles. And then you can relax. I'd recommend 3 rounds. And again, it feels really great to relax, and then you extend the hands. Now you can interlock your thumbs. You interlock your thumbs, and this is another variation. We always have the tendency to look forward because we want to see if there's something coming forward, but don't look forward, Chris, and look down to the floor. Your head muscles will become strong, and now lift those hands higher up. And again, if you have someone helping you, you can go much higher. And you can also push me down here. There you go. You can also do this with a chair. You put the hands on the chair higher and then you push the chair down. Great extension and opening. And then you exhale, you come down and you relax. So I'm going to show you a third variation. Every pose has so many variations, and that's the fun thing, to change them. I always advise not always to do the same variations, but always change a bit, because there's so many possibilities and you want to explore. It has to be interesting. You start to have more of an open mind to explore new things. Now interlock your hands behind your back, so you make a fist kind of. Now he's going to lift up first just the hands. He's going to look forward as usual. Now he's going to look down to the floor and press the hands over And then breathe. This is a great stretch. Same effects for the lower back, legs, and buttocks. And again, breathe. Now he's got a very big shoulder opening, this guy, because he's a climber as well. He likes to climb mountains, solo climbings and stuff. So you need that mobility in the shoulders to do that. And then exhale, relax. Put the hands underneath your shoulders and go back to child's pose. No, just go to child's pose. And again, extend the spine. Again, relax here. And so from child's pose, you can bring your knees together, Chris. And then go back to the full child's pose. So there's a child's pose with the knees apart, with nice, beautiful to release the spine. And there's a child's pose with the knees together. And then from here, we go back to the downward facing dog. And again, opening up. Then we're going to bring the right foot sideways, left foot forward for Parshvakonasana. Nice long stance. Go first to Warrior 2. And then from Warrior 2, you're going to bring your left hand around your back. And right hand goes behind and you grab around. Now this is an intense stretch for the shoulders and the legs. And then we're going to breathe here. Then from here we're going to go back to Warrior 2. From Warrior 2, we're going to go forward to Half Moon Pose. That's the fingertips. He puts the hand down, and then he stretches the leg. And we're going to do some funky variations here. So we're going to bend the knee, and with the right hand, he's going to grab the ankle, and he's going to push the foot away and create a nice chest opener here. Beautiful. Nice deep breath. Funky pose. Beautiful pose. Multi-purpose. A lot of fun, I hope. Then you're going to release, put the hand down to the floor, square the hips, and then put the foot sideways, not too far away from the other, in one line with the heels, and we're going to inhale and come up again. Yeah. So stretch the knee now, and then we're going to do reverse triangle pose. So he's going to bring the right hand forward, left hand back, and he's going to put it down and square the hips. Now, this is a challenging pose because you got to work with the hips. Will give you a lot of flexibility, and you breathe nice and deep here to release the spine. Then bring your left hand down. Go back to downward facing dog, putting your right hand to the side. And again, beautiful, stretching the spine, relaxing, and take a couple of nice deep breaths here. Feel your body with prana, feel your body with oxygen. Feel your body with this space inside, which you can do with your breath. Then place your left foot sideways, right foot straight forward, nice and long. Come first to Warrior 2. It's a nice way to come into bounded Parshvakonasana. So he's going to go with the right hand to the inside of the leg, left hand behind. And he's going to reach to the upper wrist. And because of that, his shoulder here is going to go backwards. And this is going to open more. And so this creates more space in the rib cage, creating more space maybe to breathe. And this openness here. As I always speak about opening the heart, but one of my teachers always said, you don't need to open your heart. You just open your chest and your heart will just blossom the way it wants to. It's also just a concept. Then from here, go back to Warrior 2, releasing the hands. Then right hand to the outside of the right foot on the half moon pose, called Ardha Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. Here you can see it from the front. The more he pushes down here, and then he will grab the foot and Pull the foot away and open the chest. Beautiful pose. You need to be quite flexible just to do that, but awesome, because you're making flexibility on one side, on the other hand, stability. Stability and flexibility. Then releasing the left hand, putting the left hand down, the left foot sideways down, and then inhale, reach up first to warrior one. And then bring your hands to the sides and stretch the knee and bring your left hand to the outside. We changed a little bit the way we did it, the transition. And again here, the back leg. In all standing poses, usually people forget the back leg, but the back leg is more important to bring your awareness than your front leg. And twisting the hips here. Less with the shoulder, more with the spine and chest. Keep the breath nice and even. Then exhaling, bringing the hand down, coming back to downward facing dog. Relax the neck. Again, now a couple of times lift your heels up and down. Bend the knees if you need to. Do it on your own space. Chris will just do it the way he feels like it. You can just move the way you want in this pose sometimes. We start to listen more to our body. I think the more you practice, the more you start to listen and you know what you need. You start to tap into this so-called inner teacher, the teacher inside yourself, which we all have that. It's not outside, it's inside. Then come to high push-up. Then come to chaturanga again. And then relax the body down. We're going to do one more nice opening. Just take a couple of breaths here, relax. We're going to do the bow pose, a classical old Indian pose. There's some old classical poses, and there's this more modern poses, and many of these things are documented in different books. So here the bow pose is, you bend the knees a little bit apart, not too much, and then with your hands you grab from the outside of your feet. Then you grab here, you come with your forehead down first, then you take a nice deep breath in. And then when you exhale, you lift up a bit. Not 100%, but just a bit. And then you take after the exhalation, you inhale and you lift up even more. And there's different ways and different tricks to do here. One is to push the feet back so it opens more your shoulders, or press the heels up. So you can also bring the body weight more forward on your own. And there's also one beautiful one. I will show it in the second round. And so this varies depending on what you need, what you want to achieve, but great pose. It should not hurt you in your lower back anywhere. Then exhale, release, and relax. And again, let the body sink down for a moment. Especially if you're doing intense asana, give it a break for a moment. And what is a moment? Well, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, but not longer. And then grab the heels again from the outside. I'm going to show you a very old classical way. It's one of the first ways I learned it this way. It's pretty intense. So inhale, you lift up. And then from here, you rock and roll back and forth a bit. And yes, for women, this is easier than for men. And I'm not going to explain why. So again, here, rock and roll. This will flatten your stomach. Great for your digestion. Great for your abdominal muscles. An intense stretch. And then from here, exhale, release, and put your hands underneath your shoulders and come to the child's pose for a moment. And again, extend. So from here, he's gonna come to sitting. This is called Vajrasana. So he's gonna sit nice and straight and extend the spine and the hands up. And then he's gonna lift his hips up. This is an intense, and he's gonna bring his hands back and grab his heels. So he's going to fall back. And if you have troubles here, you can put the toes under as he's doing, which I really recommend for most people. And then here he's going to push. So again, a nice chest opener. Breathing, chest openers, back bends, chest openers really energize the body. So I don't really recommend to do that at 10 at night because you might be awake all night. But in the morning, daytime, you do this. You have a meeting or you have a date or you have anything you want to do and you want to look sharp and strong and present. So do a lot of back openers, chest openers, extensions it's called anatomically. And then you look forward first with your head, then you come with the buttocks down if you can. Yep, nice. And then you come to sitting, please. You sit in the cross-leg position. And then from here, we're going to do a couple of abdominal exercises to strengthen the abdomen. And then we're going to do a back bend, a strong back bend. So abdominal exercises, bring your knees to your chest. And then lift the shin bones parallel to the floor. And you lean back a little bit. So this is called half boat or navasana, and then you put your hands forward if you can. And again here. Now, try as much as you can from the lower back to lift. You can also bring your knees forward a little bit and lift your hands a little bit up and your chest. So this is really already quite intense. It also strengthens your legs. So this is nice, 10, 15 seconds. Even if you come to a shaking position that you start to shake, great thing to do. Shaking is great for your body. And no, you cannot harm anything. You can just hold it a bit longer. You can also work with each individual pose with a timer, time it. Every week or second week, you add 10 more seconds. And why not? But I don't recommend to watch YouTube while you're doing this kind of stuff, as I see often in the fitness centers. Really focus on your breath. Now bend the knees to the chest and embrace the knees and relax. And then we're going to do another one. So he's going to lift, extend, bring your hands forward. Now he's going to do the traditional one, which is much more difficult. You can dorsiflex your feet, lean back a bit more. Now the angle, what angle is the right, what angle is the wrong? Well, you have to find out. But this is really intense for here, and it can be intense for your lower back. So you got to figure out if that's good for you or is it too much. This is the traditional Navasana pose. And then we're going to bend the knees to the chest and embrace our knees again and just relax. You can put the feet down. And then we're going to roll down the whole spine. Navasanas, the two poses before, you can repeat 3-4 times. You can do them, you can just click stop and do it more times. But there's more modern ways to strengthen your abdomen. And I'm going to show you a couple of those. So you stretch your legs up first. And then you breathe here. So if Christian is quite flexible, he can bring it easily to 90 degrees. Most guys, usually they're a little bit more tight. They'll probably have their legs here with extended knees. So you start like this. And then he's going to lift up his upper body and point the fingers forward. And the lower back should be fixed on the ground. Otherwise, this is not so good for your lower back. So you're really fixed here. And then you can bring the feet further down. And then you stop for a moment. You take nice deep breaths. The more you breathe, doing strength, doing asana, yoga, the better. And then you can bring them further down. And you can even lift his hands up a bit. The only thing here is your neck. Some people have a bit of neck problems here, then you got to be careful with that. You can also, there's other possibilities, but you will strengthen your neck. Now he's starting to tremble, and that's what I'm looking for. I want him to tremble. I want the students to shake a little bit, because that's when he builds up strength. Before, he's not building any strength. And then bring the knees to the chest and embrace your knees. You can relax your head down. Again, a quietness. And then we're going to do one more. Going to stretch the legs up to the sky again. Now I'm going to show you with your hands behind your neck. And you bring your elbows closer. So he's going to lift up his head, lift up his shoulders. And now I want you to relax your head on your hands. Now this is a little bit difficult because it's kind of uncommon, but now his arms are holding his head, so he doesn't have so much pressure in his lower back. And now you can exhale, bring your feet down, and then bend the knees and lift them back up. And stretch your knees, and exhale. Don't go too low. Bend the knees, and go up again. Exhale. And of course you can do this, straighten your knees, bring them down, and straight knees go up. Now this is much tougher. If you want it tough, that's how to do it. Do 1,000 every morning, and then you will look like Hercules, if you want to look like Hercules. And then bend the knees, and embrace, and relax. Now again, you can do this more often than in this class. You can just do that on its own. It's a great workout for your abs, and I recommend to do that every day or every second day to let your body pause. And I'll show you a last thing. Put your hands on like to the sides, palms facing down. Stretch your legs up. Now dorsiflexion is this. So a very easy, nice way is to do circle your feet. You do like first counterclockwise. If this is hard, you can always bend your knees a bit. It's fine too. Now he's going to show it bend knees. Makes it much easier, but Chris is a tough guy, so we're going to stretch the knees more. And then you can also make the circle bigger. Stretch the knees. And now this is really challenging. It gives you a really nice massage to your iliosacral joint. And then you can change sides. Your obliques will be activated here. Those are the side muscles. Stretch the knees more. Keep stretching the knees more. And you press down. So your shoulder blades and your hands are really pressing down. Keep breathing nice and deep. Nice and deep. And then bend the knees and embrace your knees again. Always good to relax the body. By now, Chris should be warm, or you at home, doing this video. And so now we can go into a deep back bend and cool it off from there. Put your feet down in front of your buttocks. Then lift your hips up 2-3 times. Dynamically inhale, lift, and exhale, go down. So again, you can go down rounded. Inhale, lifting up more. Push as much as you can. Then go down again. Then again, lifting up more. Bringing the body down. And the last one, inhale, lifting yourself up. And then exhale. Then bring your hands behind your shoulder blades. Now this is a strong pose. Some people it hurts in the wrists, some in their lower back. And there's so many theories about this pose. It's incredible, and they all have different theories. My theory is just do it, and then you find out what is the best way to do it for you. Take a deep breath in here, and then exhale. You lift the whole body up, exhaling. Now here you let your head drop first, and if you want to open your chest more, you look between your hands. Now, and you press your heels down. Many people lift their heels up. Don't do that. That is not so good for your lower back, and it creates instability in your body, and you want to find stability in your body. Yoga is about stability here and now, and not something else. So now he's going to come down, he's going to lift up his chin, bend the elbows, and bring his shoulders to his fingers. Nice, and Chris is doing it really nice. And then you can take a couple of breaths here, and then we're going to do it one more time, and we're going to do a variation. Okay? You don't want to lose the momentum, you don't want to lose the power. Take a deep breath in, bring your hands maybe a bit more apart. There you go. And exhale, lift yourself up. Pushing the inner hands. Now again, the more the chest goes over the wrists, the less it's going to hurt your wrists. But that you need a certain shoulder opening, and he has that. And the more you push the feet down and bring your knees a bit closer together, the less it will go into your lower back. And now if you have power, you can lift up your left knee and push the foot up to the sky. You can point the toes or dorsiflex. So I'm helping him a little bit, and then bend the knee, and then come down and relax. Again, you lift your head, bring your shoulders back, relax for a moment after we do the other side. And then hands behind the shoulder blades. Take a deep breath in. Relax, and then exhale. You push both hands and feet at the same time. And then here we can go straight into it. Right knee to the chest. And then press. Now dorsiflex this side, Chris, so you can see it's much tougher. Dorsiflex because of the muscle chain. And then the hip goes back down. The more you push the left foot down, the better. And now breathe it more. I'm going to let you go, Chris. You hold the foot by yourself. Nice. Bend the knee, place your foot down. Lift your head up. And then bend the elbows. Come down. And just close your eyes and let it sink in. A couple of times. Okay, and then you sit up, please. You bend the right heel inside your left thigh, and then you extend your body up. It's called Janushirshasana, head to knee pose. And then you exhale, you come forward, and you relax a bit. You stretch a bit the spine, the lower back, but don't overdo it now, because you're warm from the back bends. And just relax your neck. And take a couple of nice deep breaths here. Nice way to calm down everything. Breathing deeply. And again, if you're working with someone and they kind of extend your spine a bit more, you can stretch more passively. Now Chris is having his head inside the shin bone. Traditionally, you would have your head on top of the shin bone. And if you want to go deeper, you can even have your head to the outside of your shin bone. That will create more movement in the lumbar spine, but that's again your decision depending on what you want to move. Then again here he will extend. You go up. Bring your hands to the sides. Stretch your right foot. Left foot is bent. Again, you want to always elongate the spine, be long with the spine, extending up. And then you exhale, you bring your hands down, and again you decide where you want to put your head, what part of the spine you want to feel it most. And again, you can bring your belly button towards your quadricep. And again here, after such a more or less intense class, it's okay to close your eyes and just be in the stretch for a moment to really tune into your body and into your feelings. Again, this pose can be done for longer periods of time. I remember in the old days we used to do this 15, 20 minutes. One-sided stretch. Nowadays, more in modern yoga, modern world, people don't have the time for such long stretches. Then inhale, reach up with your hands, extending. Exhale, put your hands down. And then come to half lotus with your right foot over your left hip. So if you can do half lotus, this is great. If you can't, you can do that in sitting position. So in half lotus, you can reach up with the right hand, and then with the left hand, you put over to the right knee, and you exhale, you bring that hand back, and you grab the foot. Now, if you can't do half lotus, you can also do this without holding the foot. And again, nice twist, less with the neck crease, and more with the chest, the shoulders down, and the breath nice and even. Now in twists, it's always good to pull your stomach a bit in and breathe out more into the chest area. Okay, then once from here, he takes a nice deep breath in, and with the exhale, he lets go of the hand, lets go of the other hand as well. So it comes natural back to center. You can change the lotus position, the half lotus. This is Ardha Padmasana. And then from here, he will bring the right hand to the left knee. Twist, and exhale is going to do a long shoulder back and grab the foot. And we always tend to look more back and kind of strain our neck. Let's do a bit less with the head and more with the chest. There you go. The neck is a sensitive area of the body, and you don't want to mess around too much with your neck. There's other places in the body you can mess around with, but not the neck. And again, here, lifting your chest up, pulling the stomach in, and breathing. And when you notice the body softens, you go deeper till you're always at that beautiful edge. That's the edge where you cannot move more, and where all of a sudden your whole awareness is right here, right now. Because you got to be tuned and aware of that edge. Again, breathing more, Chris, breathing more. When I teach in normal classes, I remind the people, the students, the friends, all the time to breathe. That's just the most important thing. Then comes the alignment, not the alignment first and then the breath. Because the breath will make really the change in many things of awareness. Exhale, release the hands, let it come naturally back. And then you can just lean forward. You can change the lotus or come to full lotus if you want, or just come forward and really relax the body. Really let go, let it sink in, the whole story. Because the whole nervous system passes through the spine. And everything you do with your shoulder, knee, or foot, or anything, it has an influence to your spine, and your spine has influence to your brain. So the more you move the spine, the more changes you will feel in your mind or in your brain, depending how you want to call it. And so from here, Chris, you can come back to sitting. Put your hands on your knees and close your eyes. And again, you can center yourself, and you can relax the breath, and you can go inwards and rescan your body, rescan your breathing, rescan your thoughts and feelings. You don't need much time to rescan, to reset. And then there's a place where there's no mind, maybe, no thoughts, not even feelings. And that's a beautiful place to be, depending on your practice. You might get there sometimes, you might tap into that. And then you can inhale, stretch your hands up to the sky. And bring your hands down to the heart space, to your inner teacher, inner guru, inner self. Be grateful for whatever happened in the past, whatever is now, and whatever will happen in the future. Take a deep breath in here. And then you exhale, you bring your hands down to the floor and relax the body down and be grateful to the planet, Earth, the blue planet we live on. We all live on the same planet. You shouldn't forget that. And then you lift yourself up, and then you can come down to the most fun part called Shavasana, the corpse pose. In the corpse pose, your palms are facing up. You can move and woggle your body a little bit. Bring your shoulders a little bit away from the spine. You can relax the whole body and feel gravity pushing you down. All those parts of your body that are touching the yoga mat or the floor, feel that and feel the weight going there. Don't just go back into the thoughts. Go back into the feelings. And then just enjoy that moment of being. And here you can minimum 5 minutes after such a class. 10 minutes would be ideal. So gently I'm gonna take you out of this. So take a couple of deeper breaths into your whole body, chest, abdomen. Once you're done that, you can start to move your body a bit. And then when the body feels kind of ready for more movement, you can bend the right knee. And then you can bend the left knee. And then traditionally you turn to the right side because your heart is on the left side. So you turn sideways to your right. You can put something under your head. And you always traditionally try to come up like that, sideways and at ease, in a gentle manner, so that your awareness with your body and your world, the inner world and the outside world, get a bit into a good balance. And then you can sit up straight. And that's it for today. Thank you, Chris. Thank you out there.